Hello and welcome to another segment of Own It with OV. I'm your host as usual. So today I'll be welcoming us back to the program. It's been a while, we've been away. So firstly, I'd like to introduce myself briefly again in case you're new and you're just viewing the program for the first time. So my name is Obianujunwa Virginia, but I'm also known as OV. I'm a Realtor and I'm also an interior designer. So for some few months we've not been having our guest speakers and coming up to have our usual conversation. That be the reason that I had to attend to some other pressing issues, like developing myself more in my skills and in my field. Okay, so basically that's what it's all about though. So then I'll go ahead to give more insight on what the program is all about. From I think April, I'm so sorry, I can't remember clearly. We started this program. So I started the program all about creating a platform, a community for young entrepreneurs like myself, ladies and guys, young ladies and gentlemen as well. So it's a platform for us to have discussions, relatable topic conversations, how the journey has been for us, how it has been, being an entrepreneur in Nigeria, in Lagos, or wherever you are, maybe not in this country, So we're just having this platform to have a discussion, to have conversations about what the journey of being an entrepreneur has been about. We're sharing our experience, we're going to be giving advice, and also we'll be discussing relatable topics. So the program is not a scripted program. I'm going to have different guests, reach out to different guests, and we book a date and decide a topic to discuss, and then we come on and we have this conversation. So usually it's every Thursdays by 5 p.m. but for now it will have to be twice 2 Thursdays in a month. Maybe sometimes we might have it 3 Thursdays or some other dates. It will be communicated definitely ahead of time as well. So majorly that's what the program is about: creating a platform and a community for young entrepreneurs to socialize, interact, share ideas, and share your experience. Because definitely having conversation about what you're going through and how you're trying to build yourself, it gives you more insight to see how far you've come and how far you're going to go. So it also gives you that reminder that you're doing so well. You don't need to give up, just continue the journey and all that. So then I would like to just discuss about maybe 2 or 3 topics from the previously discussed segment. I just want to share a few insights as to what I feel I learned and what I understood from those conversations I had with my guest speaker then. So the first topic was with Vivian here, and it was about being a young lady in business. So we had this conversation. She shared her ideas of what it's like, being a young lady in business. She also shared insights as to how she's been managing it's a non-profitable organization, and she shared insight on how she has been using that to make impact, not just only in Nigeria, but also neighboring African countries as well. So as for myself, being a young lady in business, it's not exactly been so smooth and all that. Yes, sometimes it's challenging, other times, it's nice and good. That's just how life is and how the journey is always all about. There'll be good times, there'll be high times, there'll be low times as well, and there'll be bad times and all that. So she gave us insight as to how she has been able to move ahead in her journey. She gave us a lot of experience from our own view as well. So myself, and I also shared my own experience as well. I started off with real estate, and then I'm also into interior decorations and all that stuff. So I also gave my own insight as to that as well. So you can also have watch the full video from the YouTube, and you get to see how the interaction went as well. Then during the time of this live section, it was election period, so we discussed about election and business. I think I had a conversation alone. There was no guest speaker. So I talked about how the election has been affecting business owners, both the market women and us online, or you having a shop and all that. I also explained how the election have affected every individual in their different fields, as an entrepreneur, as a business owner, or as a working class person. So it definitely goes ahead to show that the country that you are, the government is ruling, and the system of government that is on ground also have a way to affect us as a business owner. It will definitely have an impact on the business. It just goes ahead to show that your environment is also going to be an influence to your business, and how it's going to grow or how it's not going to go ahead to skyrocket and all that. So definitely the country is let's just say we are hopeful for the best. But definitely the country has been a tough one, then with the election, with the cash restriction or something like that, like, so all those time we had these obstacles, and and as well we were able to overcome it. The election is over now, we are in a new administration, and we're also trying to navigate it all with the present one, and looking forward to a better one as well. Then we also discussed about navigating adulthood and entrepreneurship. So I had this conversation with two different guest speakers. I had with Cassandra, and I had with Oluya Imagery. I hope I got that name correct this time. So they both are from two different fields. Cassandra is an expert in insurance, and she's also running other businesses for cosmetics and also in the hospitality environment, while Oluya Imagery is a photographer. They both went ahead to explain how it has been like being an adult and navigating all this through their life, and with their business, and adulthood as well. As that song say, adulthood na scam and all that stuff, but at the end of the day, they were able to give insight as to how they are navigating that journey for themselves. And as for me as well, I believe like it's not been an easy journey. It's almost the same thing as being it's almost the same thing as every other person in a way, but we are all facing our journey and our experiences in a different way, and with different obstacles and trials and tribulations to overcome. But at the end of the day, we are all trying our best to navigate this adulthood and entrepreneurship. And at the end of the day, I think what I believe mostly is just being consistent with yourself. Continue to motivate yourself, continue to look back to where you are coming from and where you're going to is a great step for one, to also be able to know that you're doing well and you're going to achieve more just by keep doing what you are doing. So basically that was what the conversation was about. Then we also had a guest speaker, I think JD here. She spoke about friendship and entrepreneurship. So JD explained to us how she feels, maybe I think with personal experience, how some friends are so engrossed with the fact that as their friends, they're trying to not differentiate the fact that it's a business. It's not just only about friendship, and also give insight as to how some business owners are just looking forward to only having their friends or family as their clients alone. They are not looking at it beyond their present or their inner circles. So majorly, I feel like for friendship and entrepreneurship, it's all about believing in yourself and also going ahead to envision having other contacts, not just relying on your friends or your family alone as the only people that are going to help boost your business or be your only client. It's all about trying to navigate, post your stuff online, try your best to advertise, whichever way you can, one or two ways. Don't just believe only in, my friends alone are the only one that will help me skyrocket my business, or my uncle, my auntie, my best friend and all that stuff are the only clients I'm going to have, or something like that. At the end of the day, they are not only going to be your client, because your friend also have other friends, and there might be a situation whereby you are both ranging the same service or selling the same product. So you don't expect your friend to only solely patronize you. She would also want to patronize the other friend, or he would also want to patronize the other friend. So at the end of the day, you need to look beyond your inner circle as having your clientele base. It's not just going to be only your friends and family. You need to look beyond that. So that was what the conversation was about with the friendship and entrepreneurship. Then I went ahead to have a guest speaker. Film Boy is into movie and music production, and we discussed about separating business and pleasure. So why I actually picked this topic with him is because the industry is a very interesting one, in the sense that be you a lady or a guy, there will be always this temptation, and there will always be this situation whereby you are going to in a way mix up your business schedule, or your business with your personal life, or whichever way it may be. So that was why I picked that conversation to have with him. And and he really gave more insight as to how he has been trying his best, to separate the fact that yeah, he's into this, but doesn't mean he needs to associate with, in any way beyond professional level with any other person he's working with, maybe the actress, maybe the makeup artist or the film director set and all that stuff. So it's not only about that industry. Yeah, in every other industry, even if for the working class people, there are situations where sometimes we tend to forget the fact that we tend to forget the fact that we need to separate business from pleasure. It also goes far as your personal time. Like myself now, being a business owner, working for myself, sometimes you need to be able to balance your time. You need to be able to balance your schedules. There needs to be time for everything, basically. So it's more about separating your personal life, separating every other thing you're doing for fun from your business, like whatever is making you money, and whatever is making you ends meet, or maybe you're working for someone as well. That's just majorly what the conversation was about. So I believe, like, for myself, there are a few ways how you can be able to do that. Firstly, you need to have good time management. For you that is a business owner, if you're able to have a good time management, you'll be able to create a balance from your personal time and also your business hour as well. Then also for people working in different industry, maybe the movie, the music, the modeling, office, working class people, 9 to 5 people and all that stuff, at the end of the day, you need to be able to be aware of the fact that being professional will also give you an edge in your sector, or wherever you are. Because if you decide to mix up the parts that maybe having relationship or whichever way, maybe, or just forgetting the fact that you're working for someone and you want to decide to, like, your working time is the time you need to go out or do this and that, maybe you're giving a grace or something or whatever it may be. At the end of the day, you just need to be able to realize that when you're working, when you're in business, when you're employed to deliver something, you're supposed to be professional about it. You're supposed to stick to it. You're supposed to stick to your what do they call it, to your role that you're being employed for, the role that you're supposed to be playing majorly. That topic is really a deep one. I think I'm going to have it again in any of the next segment I'll be having, because I feel like it's a very broad conversation that is diverse in different ways as well. So majorly, we should be able to separate our business and our pleasure or your personal life as well. So I had this conversation with I first had it with NS, and then I had with Jeeps. So it was about branding and business. So as an entrepreneur, mostly we face some challenges about branding, about mostly in the branding area, because that's like the major area of being an entrepreneur. So when you talk about branding, it's a very broad conversation. It's not only about your flyer, it's not only about your logo, it's not only about what you post on your social media page or everywhere. It's not just only about that. It's like a way you are able to present your brand, your business, whatever you are selling or whatever service you're rendering to your clients and your customers. So like branding, it goes beyond just flyers and logos and all that. It's as broad as letting you know that the way you as a person, yourself, you present yourself, is a way of branding as well. Because if you see someone out there and this person is having this, maybe which example will I give now? Having let me say, I don't know exactly, but okay, let's say you see a model, definitely if you see a young lady that is tall and all that, you believe that, oh, this person is a model. So there's some way they have to dress, and all that, to just give them an edge of an easy presentation that, okay, I do this and all that stuff. So that's like a brand. That's also like a way of branding yourself, as a business owner or as a company. Then for companies, that's like for the large scale operation business owners, it goes very fast. Not just only the CEO, they have the management, they have the lower office executives and all that stuff. So the way that's in some offices, there's ways you need to dress when you come to work, there are ways you need to present yourself, and also some people go as far as even checking your social media page, what you post, how you interact and all that stuff, because they're also looking out to not have a staff that is not representing their brand or what they stand for in the right way. It also goes as far as even the influencers, you know, on social media, the influencers and the brand ambassador. So, you know, most people like they pick according to seeing what you present. Does this go along with what I want for my brand? Does this and all that? So majorly, branding go as far as not just only your logo and your flyer. It's also like a personal thing as well. You also need to be able to present yourself, you know, and all that stuff. And you know, a lot of things like script writing, copywriting, your email, your follow-up, people creating the website and all this stuff. They are all part of branding and packaging of your business. And you know, being an entrepreneur, it's majorly being an entrepreneur, you need to have a good branding strategy set out already, and also be able to execute them properly. You know, having them sketched out and all that stuff is one thing, and having them implemented in your business and how you go about it is definitely another thing. So these were the topic we had in the previous segment, and you know, I had them with different guests, and I'm looking forward to having new guest speakers as well with different topics, conversation. I have a few ideas in my head, but at the end of the day, all we are only doing is sharing our experience, sharing our story, how far we've come and how far we are going. You know, majorly that's what the platform, that's what the community is all about, having these conversations with ourselves and sharing ideas and knowledge and wisdoms, you know, and all that stuff. So we'll be having the next live stream section on the 17th of August. That's a Thursday. So this next one will be with a guest. I'm not going to say the guest name yet still. You know, you see the flyer on my page and all that. So turn on your post notification and make sure you follow the page as well. So we'll be having that guest speaker there with another topic of conversation at the, and then after that, I think the next one, I'll communicate the next one as well. So majorly, that's what the program is all about. And I would say, like, in case you miss any of the live stream program and you would like to, you know, have an insight as to what we discuss, you know, also to be able to gain knowledge, because this live stream is not just only for myself and all that. I'm putting it out for people to be able to, you know, gain knowledge and be able to, you know, improve themselves and all that. So the live stream will be available on my YouTube channel, the previous one and this one, maybe, you know, they'll be available on my YouTube channel. So my YouTube channel, the link is on my bio, on the bio of this page. Just click on it to take you straight to the page, and you can, you know, subscribe, like, view the videos, you know, watch through it, drop a comment, give a review, say what you think, and give your suggestion. Like, well, I'm always open to suggestion, because at the end of the day, I'm also trying to build myself and, you know, be able to excel more than what I am right now. So basically that will be all for today. I see I don't have much viewers for today, so I would just like to round it up and be able to get back to doing other things I'm doing. But thank you to everyone that joined, for the few people that joined and left and joined and left. Thank you for that, and I appreciate that, and I look forward to seeing you on 17th of August, Thursday 17th of August, with yet another guest speaker. We'll be having a conversation and, you know, a topic of discussion and all that. So I'll be leaving you guys in the dark till the day of the discussion. So basically that's what it's about. Thank you guys for joining, and I hope, remember to subscribe to the YouTube channel. The link is on the bio, so make sure you click on it, and then you'll get to view other parts, other previous segment conversations as well. All right, take care, enjoy the rest of the day. This is Ovi, and I'm signing out. Peace.